Welcome, everybody. John Zager. Good afternoon. How is everyone? What time is it here? 10 minutes to 4. Kind of late in the afternoon. Nice and warm, 93. Heading up to 100. Should make it before 5 or thereabouts. Hope everyone's well, having a good day. Today is what, Wednesday, middle part of the week? Yay! We had a little bit of rain last night. A little thunderstorm came through for 8 minutes. A lot of wind and lightning and rain for 8 minutes. And that was it. I thought that was pretty funny. So I'm just here at Walmart buying milk bones for the dog. And I had done my podcast a little while ago. Kind of got a late start. I'm into this working out thing in the morning, and I've been pretty diligent with that. But I wanted to do a little podcast on consultation. I won't take very much of your time, and I ask that you give me, a few minutes of your time. I've been watching, and I've actually taken maybe 3 webinars of this guy out of Australia that owns a company. We're in the truck, so I'll try to keep everything quiet. So I hope. His webinars have been about, he owns a company, actually. It's called consultation.com. He bought the rights, or he bought the name, or whatever it was. He's been making, $20 million a year doing consultation. He doesn't have any background. He has no background. He never finished school, and started a couple businesses, the typical story out of his mom's garage. I forget how they pronounce garage down in Australia or New Zealand, but it's pretty funny. And made, I don't know, the numbers are just phenomenal. $1 million a month, I don't know. $5 million a month, I don't know. But making, I think he said his net worth in the first 3 years is somebody came in and did it for him, and his net worth is $65 million. He doesn't have a specialty. He's not trained in any one particular thing. But he advertises, and people call him up and ask him to consult with them on how to do something that they need to have done. My guess is, I don't know this to be true, but my guess is he just goes to YouTube or, someplace on the internet and finds out how you do that, and then goes and fulfills the order, so to speak. And he's getting like thousands of dollars to do this stuff. And I was curious about it. So I went to a few of those webinars, and nice guy. I think his assistant is his girlfriend or something. I'm not sure about that, but she's a nice person. And here he does nothing other than does this little, he's in New York, in Manhattan, on some high rise, probably paying thousands and thousands of dollars per month for the office. And gets all of his leads off of Facebook. You know, he buys the clicks, converts them over, and somehow, I don't know, 33% out of 100 or something like that convert into clients. What a great success story. That's a success story, is what that is. Proud of him. Proud of him. What would happen if a person had a background and knowledge of a certain topic and they offered to do consultation? Well, let me tell you how that works out. Here I am, 43 plus years in clinical psychology, neuroscience. So I sort of understand humans, right? Which is good. I'm going to drive you guys a little bit. I'm not going to be long on this podcast, but I'm going to drive, kind of head it back towards home, and I'll stop halfway. I know where I'm going to stop. So I'll be quiet on the road. But, so, you know, my background is pretty simple. It's 43 plus years in clinical psychology, neuroscience. And that goes from self-healing to meditation to programming, reprogramming, gosh darn, why your business isn't working, you know, what's wrong with the boss, what's wrong with the owner, what's wrong with the management, what's wrong with the employees, how's leadership. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, I could spend days on top of days coming up with research to make your company run better. Absolutely, just based on psychology, personalities, and motivation kinds of stuff. And most people are running, and most companies are running from old belief systems that just need to be changed. You know, the beliefs don't work anymore, so it's not a real complicated thing. But at any rate, here I am with eons of experience in one particular category, right? And, I mean, do I get clients every now and again? Yeah, sure. But how's that guy pulling in 33% of his 100 people he contacts in a given period of time, and he's converting them over into paying clients? For a skill, nice guy, he just doesn't have any skill. None that he talks about anyway. So I'm not sure. Additionally, with myself, I mean, I do these podcasts, I do the blogs, I do iHeartRadio, I do YouTube, on and on and on and on with, you know, being involved in social media, right? Nothing wrong there. Just a whole lot of, you know, there's Pinterest. I mean, I've got tons and tons of followers. And all this advertising, which is just me going to the major social media outlets, you know, LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and, you know, just some of these places, Pinterest. You know, and I'm advertising, you know, that I do coaching consultation. In addition to that, I go and I'm happy to do a workshop for you or do speaking engagements for you. Tons of experience. I mean, there's people like Dr. Joe, in a lot of cases, doesn't have the background that I have. I mean, he has a lot of neuroscience kinds of stuff that I don't have. But he's specialized. You know, he doesn't claim to be consultation, but of course what he's doing is consultation, you know, with people, and coaching, and workshops, and lectures. I mean, he's an expert. He's a professional. I don't think it gets much higher degree of competency than him in this field. I'm very proud to say, you know, I know him. But again, then we've got consultation.com where what criteria do you use to make $20 million? I don't know, in a year or something? $1 million? Whatever. I mean, he's clobbering them. I don't know how that happens. So anyway, here's where I'm going with my conversation, my podcast. I'm going to, I'm just parking and somebody decided they wanted to park where I parked. I'm just going with I'm available to do consultation and coaching. No big deal. That's my background. I do have a business background in international trading since 1998 to the present. So I've traveled all over Asia and around the world, I don't know, 3-4 times just doing business, international business. So that kind of backs up a little bit. You have the psychology when I'm working with companies or businesses. You know, I have some credible background there as well. And what else? Real estate broker, Colorado, Arizona, I don't know, since 89. Owned my own company, blah, 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 blah. Did everything from commercial to residential, you know, that kind of thing. So again, it just has to do with, you know, credibility on doing business consultations. You've got a guy who's fairly astute around people and why people do the things they do, and a business background as well. So I'm looking for business. That's why I'm doing this podcast on consultation. I might do another one in the future on coaching, which is more around individual needs. But, you know, this one is really around business and companies that need some consultation to maybe get more clients, maybe figure out why their company or business is struggling, maybe to assess their employees, and are you picking the right personalities to work for you? Are you running old scripts? Are you running off of old beliefs that you got years ago on how to run a business? Probably doesn't work for you anymore. You probably need to figure out how to get rid of those old beliefs and, you know, get reprogrammed. Go get new beliefs that are going to make your business or company successful. I can do all that, absolutely. Prices, it's just on an as-need basis. So it depends on how big your company is, how many employees you have, you know, what kind of numbers you're grossing and all that kind of thing. How long you want me there and for what reason. I'm happy to come over and do consultation for any business or company, for that matter, in the world. I mean, you have to pay the expenses to get me to wherever I'm going, but I'm just happy and tickled pink to do that. So today's podcast is, for me, an individual well qualified in a very niche position with business and psychology, persons, people, personalities. I think it's the perfect match to assess your company and produce more growth. Give me a chance. Give me a call. So here's the ways you can track me down. My email is just jzegar at gmail.com. JZEGAR at gmail.com. I have a website which I haven't really updated. It's got what I just talked about on it. The important part, go ahead and read it. I mean, it talks about, the history of my company, me, and it talks about the services that I can offer. And more importantly, it has a contact page, where you can leave, I don't know, your name, your phone number, email address, and write down anything you want. I'd like to talk to you about my business and whatever aspect of your business you're having some struggle with. Write down anything that you want to talk about. It doesn't matter to me. It's not counseling or therapy, you guys. It's just plain old consultation. And I think I'm well qualified to fit into most any business or corporation in the world that needs some insight or guidance around that. So that's my email. My phone number. I don't have any problem putting my phone number out. I really don't. I'm in the United States. I'm in Colorado, so it's 970-443-5111. Pass the information on to somebody else. For that matter, individuals or other people that own companies or businesses that need a little help. Please do that. You guys know my podcasts and you've read my blogs, so you got a feel for my background and where I'm at and everything, and how long I've been out here doing this kinds of stuff. I'm not anywhere where this guy, he's a kid actually to me. I'm an old man, but he's a kid to me, making, I don't know what he makes, $20 million a year or some crazy thing. My prices are cover my expenses and some daily money, and for a reasonable amount will get your company up and running. So anyway, there you go. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope to get a person call me or email me or leave me a message somewhere to contact them. I'm happy to do that, and I'm looking forward to it. So God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks. See you. Bye.